people who have a hearing impairment worldwide due to different causes. My brother is one of the many who have this disadvantage. Meet my brother David. He was born October 3rd in 1991 in Mexico. He was my parents' first child. They adored him. He was their pride and joy. David was such a healthy baby. He laughed and danced. Around the age of 1, he began talking and walking. He was so healthy until one day, when he was about 3 years old, he got very sick. My parents rushed him to the hospital. My parents didn't have enough money to take him to a private hospital, so they took him to a public hospital. Unfortunately, the pediatrician was on her vacation, so when my parents took my brother to the hospital, there was a lot of practitioners. They waited hours for the doctors to only say they weren't really sure what he had. The doctors kept guessing what he had and kept giving him strong medicine. They even thought he had meningitis. The pediatrician finally came back to the hospital and was able to detect what my brother had. At this point, my brother had been intoxicated with so much medication that he was so close to dying. The pediatrician was able to save my brother's life. David had asthmatic bronchitis and was going through strong allergies. He was in the hospital for almost a month. Since my brother was still very young, my parents didn't notice that my brother had gone deaf in both ears. 6 months later, they realized it and took my brother to the doctor. He ended up getting a cochlear implant as a hearing aid. It didn't work as well as planned, but my brother was able to go to therapies and practice his speech.
Dedo. Muy bien. Así.
He can read lips and hear a little bit with his hearing aid. He went to school, but to a certain age, he wasn't getting the help he needed in Mexico. My parents came to the U.S. so my brother could get the education and services he needed. My brother learned sign language from Mexico and the U.S., but he only uses American Sign Language to communicate with his friends. Despite his condition, David has always had a positive attitude in everything that he did. He loves sports. He played soccer and football in high school. He's also an amazing dancer. Even though he can't hear the music, he can feel it. In high school, he had a dance crew, and all of his life he had a passion for dancing. He's always been such a hard-working person. When he completed high school, he went to community college, and even though he's been in college for a while, he's still working a major in accounting. He's gotten several jobs. He's currently working for FedEx. My brother is 25, going to school, has a job. He has a girlfriend who is hard of hearing and has a lot of friends. He still plays soccer, and he truly enjoys his life. My brother has shown me to never give up on life and to enjoy the little things, and whenever you look at him, he always has a big smile on his face. I don't want you to feel bad for him. Just to remember to never give up and always have a positive outlook on life. We may be faced with a lot of obstacles in our lives, but do not take life for granted and instead enjoy the little things.